Going on, your boy Yo Scruggs. Let's talk about it. As I get older, I've been sitting here contemplating to myself, not just really over the past, I say over the past 2 years specifically, but in general, I'm really thinking to myself, do I want to have kids or should I have kids? Because they say women. Well, they don't say it's scientific fact, medical facts that women, they have a a clock. They can't have kids past a certain age, and even sometimes when they're young or whatever, it might be difficult for them to conceive children. But they say men, men can have kids. Basically, you're able to produce kids, pretty much all their life, aside from exceptions if they got, medical problems or whatever. But that don't mean you should have a kid just because you could have one. So I'm at the point in life where pretty much everybody I grew up with, that's my age or older, and even most people that's younger than me within 5 years or whatever, all have kids now. Not everybody, but mostly everybody. And I'm at the point now where I feel like I gotta make a decision whether I'm gonna do it or not, because just because technically I still can produce a kid doesn't mean I want to be an old dude, with a 5, 10 year old. So, and it was always. I feel like most of my life I went like, ooh, thank God. I know people that had kids when they was teenagers. I know people that had kids in their 20s and then even into their 30s. And I remember for a long time I was like, man, I'm glad I can do what I want to do. I ain't got no kid. One day I'm gonna have a kid, but I don't want to do it now. This is me speaking, in my teens, my 20s or whatever. And then before I know it, I looked up and I was like, damn, kind of old now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and now I'm contemplating to myself, like, damn, have I passed the age where I'm willing to have a kid? Like, I still want to have a kid, at least one. I always said I wanted two. I want to have, but at this point, I want to have at least one. But I don't want to be at an age where it's like, damn, do I feel like doing this? Because I'm also at a point now where most people I know, and you also don't want to compare yourself to other people, but just speaking on life in general, most people I know, at this point they got kids in high school, some in college, but by the time they 50, 60 years old, they pretty much gonna be done raising their kids, as far as like having to be that daily parent. Their kids might be in their teens, their 20s, take care of it out on their own, or at an age where you're not parenting them nonstop like you do when they're younger. But also the problem is I don't want to have a kid. I want a kid, but I don't want to have a kid with somebody just to have a kid. You know what I mean? I actually wanted to be in a relationship that's going to last, that's together, living together, everything. The nuclear family, as they call it, whatever. I'm not trying to have a baby mama. I'm not trying to step dad nobody else kid, and I damn sure ain't trying to have a kid with somebody it don't work out, and then I got some other dude around my kid, stepdad, my kid, even though I'm in the picture, but also the mom move on, meet somebody else now, he's part of my kid's life too, and I know no matter what you do, there's no way to fully ever prevent that because you just don't know, but more so it's the age thing. I'm just like, damn, if have I passed the age where I'm willing to have a kid? Because I don't want to be, I don't want to be 55 years old with a 10-year old. You dig me? I don't. I mean, I know there's probably people out there with it, but it's usually not their first kid. Maybe they on their second, third, fourth, whatever kid. I think it's seldom that you find somebody, in their 50s with a 10-year old, or in they 48 with a 2-year old, and it's their first kid or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I need the people out there that have kids to let me know, if you had what age you had a kid. If you had a kid later in life, let's say after 35. How did you have your first kid after 35? Let's make that like kind of the benchmark. And did it, how did it work out for you? Or should I just be at the point now where like, damn, just try not to, just continue to be safe and try not to, because still might have one. Even if I decide not to have one, don't mean they ain't gonna slip up and have one. But I'm really at that crossroads, and it's like, even now, if I meet somebody, I want to be with them for years before I have a kid with them. So it's like, so you just adding on even more years. It's not like I just go and decide, oh, I want a kid, and then I'm gonna meet somebody, but all right, you're perfect. It's gonna all work out, and let's do it and have a kid. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm really at that crossroad where it's like, I mean, my dad already done passed away, so I'm upset that my dad would never meet my kid to be a grandfather. My kid, of course, he's a grandfather to my brother's kids, but he'll never meet mine because he passed away already. So that's one thing that ain't gonna happen. So, but let me know what y'all think. Should I still do it? Because I want a kid bad, but at the same time, I also it's not a necessity. It's not a must. But another thing I've been thinking about too is after seeing my dad pass away and how that all went down. It's like damn, you kind of gonna need kids to help take care of you if you fortunate enough to live to be old, like real elderly, and need assistance, like you in the nursing home or at your house or whatever. It's like damn, if you don't got no kids, it's like who really gonna take care of you as much as your own kid? More than likely, not to say other somebody else won't step up and do it, but it got to be somebody young enough to do it. And so that's another part of it. Unless you want to have a hell of a woman that's helping take care of you. But if y'all around the same age, and I know women tend to live longer and more healthier than men, but still, if y'all both 75, it ain't but so much your partner, your girl or your husband can do for you when y'all both in the same boat, same age. Even if one of y'all is in better health. So that's another reason why you kind of need kids around. Or unless you're just gonna get with a younger lady that but then it's like, shit, is she gonna want to take care of you, or is she gonna be like, I ain't changing I ain't wiping your ass and getting you in and out of bed. I'm still young enough to somewhat get up and move around. So you had that really as somebody that really love you, what I mean, and really there for you, and they ain't just sticking around till you die to get whatever money they think you leaving them. So I don't know. I guess there's no right or wrong answer. I guess I just gotta live and see what happens. But I don't know. That I always wish that I would try to have a kid on purpose, like literally be trying to have a kid versus it just happened. So we'll see. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you got kids, if you had them later in life, younger in life. Give me your opinion. Your boy O Scruggs. Please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a message. Peace.